What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday. I hope you are having an awesome day. I'm going to do a technology check really quickly. So if you are hopping on live, let me know in the comments that you can see me and you can hear me. And then I will go ahead and share my screen, pull up today's masterclass, and we'll get going. All right, I see myself. I'm going to wait just a second till I see some comments coming in. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen. Tell me what you're up to today. Tell me, we just had a crazy thunderstorm, like a big time thunderstorm last night and today. So the weather is very crisp. It feels like fall. It's definitely feeling like there is a change in seasons coming. So let me know what you're up to today. Let me know what the weather is like wherever you are. And let's get into it. All right. So today what we are going to talk about is what is mental wellness. So we're going to talk about a few things, some of the common myths, and so a few things that mental wellness is and a few things that mental wellness is not, and why right now is the time to leverage this new science and also this new approach of building a business using social media to grow a profitable business. So if you are excited, drop an excited in the comments and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the mission today is to get you the edge in health and business through our mental wellness platform, which we're going to talk about here in a bit. So if you want the edge, drop an edge below in the comments. Let me know if you're all about that, because I know I am 1000% about having the edge in all areas. That's like 1000% my focus. Okay, so in case we haven't met, I wanted to just take a quick second, introduce myself, share a little bit about my personal story, especially when it comes to this whole idea of mental wellness. And maybe, you know, this will resonate with you and maybe help you give a perspective shift, or you could have the exact perspective that I do, which would be the even cooler part. All right, so my name is Cassie Woods. I was diagnosed with a mood disorder and PTSD at 23, which is about 10 years ago. So I'm 33 now. I'm married. My husband Dace. We've got two little girls, Addison and Ellie. Addison's 7, Ellie's 2. So yeah, just kind of like an average everyday person, I guess you could say, but I have this diagnosis that I got about 10 years ago. And I've managed that diagnosis without medication, so without pharmaceutical medication, through nutrition, exercise, stress management, therapy, and supplementation. And on this journey, it turned me into this self-taught health nut, right? Of wanting to get to that place and find that place for myself where I was feeling really healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of those things, so that I didn't need to be on pharmaceutical medications. And that was the goal for me. Not saying that that's for everybody, but for me. So if you are a health nut, in the comments, I want you to drop a health coach if you are like certified and that is something that you do, where you went and got, you know, some kind of extra schooling on, or if you're like me and you are a self-taught health nut, I want you to drop self-taught in the comments below. So through my own journey of learning these things for myself, implementing these things for myself, and then just falling in love with sharing that with others, literally everything for the past 8 years has led back to the gut. So I've done every kind of cleanse, every kind of detox, every kind of, I've done colonics, parasite cleanses, any type of nutrition protocol. I'm not going to say a diet necessarily because I'm not a dieter, but any kind of nutrition protocol that is supposed to help with your gut, it's supposed to help with digestion, it's supposed to help with inflammation, food sensitivities, I have done it. Drop a done it in the comments if you're like me and you've like probably literally done everything under the sun, so you know what works and what doesn't, right? And for a period of time, I was doing really well with my mental health, with my mood disorder, and then also with my physical health. And then I got pregnant with my second daughter. And with that pregnancy, I have high risk pregnancies. So my oldest daughter is a micro preemie. She was born at 25 weeks and 3 days. So if you have tough pregnancies, drop a tough pregnancy in the comments, because you feel me on this. But with my second daughter, so I was high risk. So immediately I, at a certain point started getting progesterone shots, which is a synthetic hormone. So I had 19 weekly synthetic hormone shots for 19 weeks. I had 2 rounds of broad spectrum IV antibiotics at right around 22 weeks, and then followed up with a round of oral antibiotics within about a month of that. So just completely wrecked my gut health, and then was also put on bed rest and modified bed rest for 4 months. So all of those things that I just told you that I did. So the nutrition, the exercise, the stress management, all of those things, I was not really able to do throughout that pregnancy to manage, number one, my gut health, and then also my physical, emotional, and mental health. And I ended up, not being in a great place after I had her. I was struggling with insomnia, where I couldn't sleep for about 1.5 years. I had postpartum anxiety. I was having panic attacks. My hair was falling out. So major hormone imbalances and nutrient deficiencies. I had major constipation, where I was going to the bathroom once a week. Drop like the poop emoji in the comments if you're like, yeah, been there. Digestive issues are not fun, not cool, right? That was me. I had major brain fog, mood swings, food sensitivities, all of this kind of stuff. And this was not my norm. I was not used to feeling this way. I was used to feeling very on top of my game. I was used to feeling very energetic, very driven. I'm very goal-oriented. I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always been, had some type of side hustle or some kind of something that I was doing, that I was working towards. And after going through that health struggle, after that second pregnancy, it felt like a version of myself was gone. It felt like that high performance edge that I had once had, that I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to get it back. And I was doing everything that I could. And I knew the things to do. I knew how to eat. I knew how to exercise. I was in therapy. I was taking really great supplements. I was doing all the things, and I still didn't feel great. And I want you to drop a resonate in the comments if this resonates with you and you understand this at all whatsoever. But it was very frustrating, but I never gave up hope. I never gave up just believing that there was something that was new, that was going to come into my life, that was going to be the missing link, that was going to help me get back to that version of myself that I knew that I was, that was going to get me back to that place where I could show up and serve my family, serve my, the people that I was meant to serve, and help the people that I was meant to help, because I very much so, that was like the lifeblood of me as a person. So I never gave up hope, and ended up finding this new science of the gut-brain axis, this new science of mental wellness, and am now better than I ever thought possible. So not dealing with any of those things anymore, and truly feeling at the best I've ever felt, at 33, mentally, physically, emotionally on top of my game, through this mental wellness platform that we're going to talk about. So I was able to partner with that mental wellness company, share my story, and hit the top 1% of this company in 6 months using social media only. So earning 5-figure months in network marketing, building a team of 1,000 other heart-centered, driven entrepreneurial women that want to make a difference in the same way. And it's just been absolutely amazing. So I want to talk about a little bit more of what has gone into that, and just a little bit more of what mental wellness is and is not. Okay, so here is what we are going to cover today on this masterclass. Number one, we are going to talk about mental health is not mental illness. Can I get an amen below if you agree with this, right? Mental health, when you hear the term mental health, it does not mean mental illness. There can be people that have a mental illness with a very high level of mental wellness, or a very high level of mental health, because mental wellness because they're managing their mental health, right? So we're going to talk about some common myths associated with mental wellness. We're going to talk about chronic stress and how it is the epidemic of the 21st century that 8 out of 10 Americans are afflicted with. Addressing mental wellness is the solution and not just another Band-Aid. So we're going to go into that. And then we're also going to talk about how you can leverage timing and a truly unique, holistic approach to stand out and get people results to build a solid income stream. Okay? So let me know below if you are pumped, if you are excited to dive into this today. All right? So, and why this is different. Okay? What we're going to be talking about today, this is not more of the same. This isn't your Aunt Karen's cabbage soup cleanse, right? This isn't some kind of like gut health detox skinny tea that you're just going to be crapping your brains out on the toilet and call that gut health, right? That's not what we're going to be talking about. This is current cutting edge science behind whole health optimization, okay? It's a true holistic approach, and the term holistic, that doesn't mean natural. What that means is a whole body, right? Whole approach. So multifactorial, multifaceted. So this is not just a stimulant-based Band-Aid to mask underlying symptoms. That's not what we're going to be covering. And this is a category creator. So this is not more of the same. Okay, this isn't another protein shake. This isn't another, superfood smoothie or whatever, other kind of things that there is just literally hundreds of out there. This is a category creating company in the space of mental wellness, targeting a specific problem in a really specific and innovative way. It's a new way of looking at gut health and mental wellness as a whole. All right. So this is for you. If you are over the same old diet industry fads of cleanses, protein shakes, and magical fat burners that do not work, right? The science is clear on this. The studies have come out year after year after year that diets don't work, okay? So if you're over that and you're looking for a new approach that actually leverages new science, then this is for you. If you understand that wellness is saturated with tons of Me Too products, and you need to be different if you want to stand out, right? More of the same gets you more of the same. So if you are just going from one magical protein shake to the next, one fad diet to the next, one, one thing basically to the next, and it's the exact same thing, just with a different label and a different package, don't expect to get different results, okay? So this is not more of the same. This is something that's truly innovative and new to help you stand out. And then if you're coachable and motivated, then stick around. If you have a closed mind and you are stuck in your ways and you're happy where you are, then that's awesome. And don't waste your time, okay? But if you are coachable and motivated, stick around because you're going to like what we're going to dive into. And if mental wellness, gut health, and gut-brain axis is your jam, please stick around because you are going to love what we cover. All right, so let me know if you are going to be on until the end. Drop an end in the comments if you are. Okay, this is not for you. Again, if you are stuck in old science research and trends, bye. Don't waste your time. If you're not motivated and goal-oriented, don't waste your time. If you're someone who likes to follow the masses and you like for everybody, you want to make sure that every person that you ask gives you permission to, have a thought and think that something is the right thing to do, this is not for you, okay? Because this is innovative. This is new. You will be the first person likely in your community of people that is bringing this information to the masses. So if you are someone who likes to follow the masses, this is not for you. And if you're not looking for new strategies to up-level your results, so if you're not looking for new strategies to up-level your health, and you're not looking for new strategies to up-level your business or your finances, then again, this is not for you, and don't waste your time. Okay, so before we dive into today's topics, I want to ask you a question. And as long as you are not driving, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to let me know, how would it feel to be part of something truly new and cutting edge? to stop pushing off your hopes and your dreams, to build a tribe of people who want it as much as you do, and to have a proven system for duplication so you can double your income without doubling your time, and to have the energy and level of health needed to pursue your big goals. I want you to tell me what that would feel like in the comments below. Let me know what that would feel like. What would that feel like? I think it would feel pretty freaking good. I know, actually, it does feel pretty freaking good. All right, so secret number 1, mental health is not mental illness. Drop an amen below if you agree with this. This is like legit one of my pet peeves. Again, I am somebody with a mental illness, with a diagnosed mood disorder. I have bipolar 2 and PTSD that I was diagnosed with 10 years ago. I am also somebody with a very, very, very high level of mental wellness. So on the mental wellness continuum, this is a real thing that is, it's called PMOS. It's a score that's been around for about 30 years. Me, I am on the high end of the spectrum, but I have a mental illness. So mental health is not synonymous with mental illness, okay? So let's dive into that. And again, give me an amen below if you're like, yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, so common myths about mental wellness. I don't have a diagnosis, I'm fine. Oh, there's nothing the matter with me, I'm fine, right? I'm fine, it's fine. Nothing, I'm not one of those people, right? That's one of the common myths about mental wellness is people think that unless they have a diagnosis and they have actual mental illness issues, then they don't need to worry or prioritize their mental wellness. That's myth number 1. Myth number 2 is when it comes to mental wellness, pharmaceuticals are the only answer. Oh, you have an issue with your mental health, then you need to go get on pharmaceuticals, right? That is a myth. Again, we're going to dive into that into the next one, and not saying that they don't serve a place and a purpose, because 1000% they absolutely do. But it is not the only answer, okay? Drop an only in the comments if you agree with this one, that pharmaceuticals are not the only answer to mental health issues, that it's all in your genes. You either have these issues or you don't, right? It either runs in your family or it doesn't. And oh, this person had this, so I had that, so then I'm gonna have the exact same path as them. Or, oh, we don't have those kind of problems in this family. Right? It's all in your genes. You either have issues or you don't. Again, that is an absolute myth. And then the last one is that it's a brain problem, right? I have thought this for years, that I had a chemical imbalance in my brain. That was why I had this mood disorder. What I have learned over the past 2 years, I'm still trying to wrap my head around. It is mind-blowing, the science that is coming out in this area. It is not just a brain problem. It's actually probably not a brain problem. It's probably not a brain problem for most people, okay? So what is it, all right? So if those are the myths, what are the truths? Okay, so there's this new approach, this new paradigm shift that is happening right now in the scientific community and in the medical community when it comes to mental health and mental wellness. What we now understand is, number 1, that if you are a human being, you have mental health, okay? So the whole myth of like, I don't have a diagnosis, I'm fine. Every single person has mental health, so every single person should manage their mental wellness. Drop an agree in the comments if you're like, yes, absolutely, 1000%. Literally every person, if you have a brain, you need to take care of it, right? If you have a gut, you need to take care of it, and everyone has mental health, okay? The new paradigm shift that's happening that is really, really fascinating in the scientific and the medical community right now is that many of these mental health issues and mental wellness issues are actually a dysfunction within the gut and the gut-brain axis, okay? Which is mind-blowing. It is a literal paradigm shift where for 40 years, when it comes to mental health, we thought that it was the brain. What we're now understanding is that we have a second brain. So we have this microbiome, this gut with all of these bacteria and these neurotransmitters and this communication network between the gut and the brain, and through our hormones and through all of this, there's this huge network of communication happening within our body. And what we thought was a brain issue is actually more than likely for most people a dysfunction within the gut-brain axis, okay? And a lot of times these mental health issues or these mental wellness issues are a manifestation of neurotransmitter issues. So me thinking that I had that chemical imbalance in my brain, my neurotransmitters didn't function properly, right? That was my issue. So what we know now is that those neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, GABA, norepinephrine, many of our hormones are metabolized and modulated through the gut, but many of those neurotransmitters are found 10 to 1 in the gut. 10 to 1 found in the gut. So what that means is our serotonin is 90% produced in our gut. Our serotonin is our happy neurotransmitter, our feeling of well-being. It's our short-term memory. It's our cognitive function. It's our motility. It's our sleep. All of those things come down to whether or not we have adequate levels and adequate communication of serotonin in our brain and body, right? So 90% of that is in our gut. So it's 1000% a gut health issue, not just a brain health issue, okay? So same thing with dopamine, GABA, norepinephrine, all of these different neurotransmitters are found 10 to 1 overall in the gut, all right? And then also our mental health and our mental wellness is impacted, right? It's not just it is what it is, it's in our genes, I don't have any control over it. No, it's impacted by stress. It's impacted by lifestyle. It's impacted by nutrition. And you have the option to improve these or not, right? Pretty cool, right? Okay, so going on to secret number 2, 8 out of 10 Americans, so 80% of people right now living in the United States deal with chronic stress. Mental wellness is a solution and not just a Band-Aid. All right. I want you to drop a stress in the comments if in the last 7 days you've had anything stressful happen in your life. I would love to know below if anything in the past 7 days stressed you out at all whatsoever. I can tell you I had like 10 stressful situations yesterday. I had a stressful situation this morning. We had an ant invasion takeover in our house. So I woke up to ants literally everywhere in my kitchen, and it stressed me out, and I had to go figure out what in the heck was going on. It threw off my routine, threw off my schedule, all the things, right? That was stressful. Then, just going through the day, I've got 2 kids, I run a business, I lead a team, all of these things. I know I have stress happening in my life every single day, and I would bet that you do too. And that's because stress is everywhere. This is why this is the epidemic of the 21st century, because literally stress is everywhere. We are exposed to it at record levels from our, kids, from toddler age, preschool age, grade school age, middle school, high school, then into college, and then you're off into the workforce. And we are exposed to stress at record levels, and it shows with some of the issues that people are dealing with. This is a massive problem. I want you to drop a problem in the comments if you get this. This is a massive, massive problem in the United States today. We've got environmental stress, right? We've got nutritional stress, so the foods that we're eating. We've got job stress, we've got relationship stress, mental stress, emotional stress, all these different ways that we are all being inundated every single day with stress from every single direction. And stress isn't bad. A certain level of stress is great for us. It's great for cardiovascular health. It's great for motivation. It's actually good for your brain to have certain levels of stress. But elevated stress, or even just low, like mid stress, mid-level stress for extended periods of time, wreak havoc on your metabolism, on your gut, on your brain, on your body, on your life, right? Stress impacts us in multiple ways. It weakens your immune system, okay? It messes with your endocrine function, all right? So that is your metabolism, that's your hormones, that's your reproductive organs, that's your endocrine system, okay? It wreaks havoc on that system and can cause major, major problems if it's not under control. Pain modulation. So stress can literally make you feel pain more intensely. There's been some studies that have come out around this with relation to the microbiome and the impacts that stress have on the microbiome, and then the way that we perceive pain. So being stressed out, especially chronic stress, can literally make you feel pain more intensely. Give me a mind-blowing emoji if you're like, wait, what? Wait, what? This is a major problem, major problem, major problem. Billions of dollars are being spent on basically like over-the-counter and pharmaceutical, pharmaceutical medications or drugs or, stimulants to help people relieve pain. The opiate addiction, right? That starts with having issues with pain, and then it goes into, kind of goes down the rabbit hole of that. It's a major, major problem in this country right now, and stress is one of the driving factors of that issue, okay? Our mental health, obviously, stress impacts it. Our cardiovascular function, so heart health, right? So heart disease is like one of the top leading risks of death in the country today, and stress is a major factor in that. It impacts our sleep quality. It impacts our energy, all of the things. And job stress alone costs the U.S. economy $30 billion per year. Again, massive, massive problem. Massive, massive problem. All right. And mental wellness is the solution. You don't need another Band-Aid. You don't need another cup of coffee. You don't need another stimulant. That's not the issue. The issue is that neurotransmitter production and communication largely happens in the gut and through the gut-brain axis. Those neurotransmitters, GABA, restores calm, right? So if you're dealing with a stressful event and you have the inability to turn the anxiety off or turn the stress off, that's what GABA does. It calms down the nervous system and restores calm in your brain and in your body. That is largely produced and modulated through the gut and the gut-brain axis. Serotonin, dopamine, all of these neurotransmitters, their job in your body is to help you deal with and process stress. And stress, basically dampens that communication network and then damages the gut lining and the gut microbiome. So it literally makes you more susceptible to issues from stress. Stress makes you more susceptible to issues in your brain and in your body from stress because of, basically this neurotransmitter production. Okay. So, and then also holistically reducing inflammation gets ahead of stress. All inflammation starts in the gut. Okay. So if your gut is unhealthy, if you have leaky gut, if you have dysbiosis, if you have digestive issues, if you have gut issues, you have inflammation in your gut, you have inflammation in your body. And if there's inflammation in your gut and your body, there's inflammation in your brain. Inflammation in your brain will manifest as anxiety, depression, brain fog, lethargy, apathy, trouble concentrating, having a hard time remembering things, not being able to think your way through a problem, not feeling as mentally sharp, definitely not having the mental edge. If you have inflammation in your gut and in your body, it's in your brain and it is impacting your ability to show up and be the person that you're supposed to be, right? And this is a massive problem that 80% of Americans are dealing with. And they're just drinking another cup of coffee. They're getting a Red Bull in the afternoon. They're doing all of these different things, looking for that fix. And the fix is getting rid of inflammation. It's healing the gut. It's rebalancing the microbiome. And we do this with our mental wellness platform with a 3-prong approach, with products, programs, and people to improve stress resilience. Because the thing about it is when we go through all of those stresses that we were just talking about, many of them you can reduce. Some of them you flat out can't. Drop a can't in the comments if you're like, my life is stressful and it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. That's most people. That's why this is an epidemic. If there was an easy solution of like, oh, just, you know, don't stress or don't worry about it, or remove stress. Well, I still have to go to work. I still have to pay my bills. I still have kids. I still have, you know, I still have all of these things. And there's only so much that you can do. So instead of only focusing on reducing stress, what you need to do is improve your stress resilience. And what that does is it helps you handle what life throws at you better and helps you get ahead of many of these things. So we do that through products, programs, and people. We're going to talk really quickly. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into our flagship product. And then I'll talk a little bit about the programs and the people, and then we're going to dive into the next half of this webinar. But let me know if you guys think that this is interesting. Yeah, I love this. Bridget says it's masterfully impacting my ability to show up and show out. I have gut issues. I am experiencing everything you have mentioned here this far. This is insane. Yes, absolutely, Bridget. Okay, so products, programs, people, okay, because it's not just one thing when it comes to mental wellness and when it comes to improving your stress resilience. Products, programs, people. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is our flagship product with Amara. And this is their fundamentals pack, and this is their flagship gut-brain axis rebalancing system. So it helps to heal the gut, re-inoculate and rebalance the actual microbiome, the gut community there, the gut flora, and then optimize the communication between the gut and the brain through that gut-brain axis. What that looks like when they did a clinical study on human participants of this system, this 3-part system, what they saw was a 28% higher increase in lactobacilli, which is a specific strain of, or a specific species, of bacteria. 30% higher in bifidobacterium, which again is a certain species of bacteria that would be found in your gut, in your microbiome, and then 17% higher overall composite score. And what that means is that is your overall diversity. And when it comes to gut health, when it comes to microbiome, diversity and specificity are the two things you want to look at. So diversity and specificity. So this helps with both. It helps with specific species and strains of bacteria that are proven to help with things like anxiety, depression, mental wellness issues, inflammation, immune function, and stress resilience. And then it also helps with that overall composite score, so that overall diversity. So what this actually feels like in your body, right? So that's the data. What it actually feels like is lower tension by 45%. Drop a tense in the comments if you get like if you've got knots in your shoulders and you've always get tension headaches and like your lower back hurts all the time because you're always tense and you're always like in flight mode or fight mode. Fight or flight. Yeah, fight or flight. You're in either of those. And you're constantly tense. It means it looks like lower depression by 55%, lower apathy, right? Lower kind of like, meh, I don't feel great today. I don't want to do it. I don't care. I'm not passionate, right? 55% lower. 54% lower anger. 64% lower fatigue. 43% lower confusion, and 44% higher vigor, which vigor is that edge in your mental health and your physical health and your emotional health. If you have high levels of vigor, then you are on your A game. You are showing up as your best self. So that's what this looks like in 30 days of basically healthy participants using this system. Those are the results that they saw. I want you to drop a results in the comments if you think that that would be meaningful in a person's life in today's day and age in the United States. Of 80% of those people, 8 out of 10 Americans right now are dealing with these issues. Chronic stress gives you more tension. It gives you more apathy, more feelings of depression, more feelings of hopelessness, more anger, more frustration. Hello, road rage, like that's a major problem. Or snapping at your kids, or being frustrated with your partner, right? 80% of Americans are dealing with these issues: fatigue, being exhausted, needing a cup of coffee, every 45 minutes just to keep yourself going, or an energy drink, right? Again, this is a billion-dollar industry of people taking stimulants to feel better because they feel fatigued, which is a sign of that stress, essentially, right? Chronic stress. Confusion, having issues with brain fog, having issues with mental clarity, having issues with mental sharpness. 80% of Americans are dealing with this right now and actively looking for solutions. And this gives that to you. It's clinically shown to help with those things. Let me know in the comments. So Isabel says yes. Sue says results. So you can do that right now today. You can get started on these products and have access to the programs and the people to help improve your mental wellness. Get access to this mental wellness platform. You have a 1-year period of time to try these products out, try these programs out, try the people out as a customer with Amara. You have 1 year to try them. If you are unhappy, you send an email to support@amaraglobal.com and you can get a refund, right? So there's literally no risk in trying these products to see if it helps you with those things. All right. So that would be the easiest way to just see if this is going to help. If you're dealing with those issues, if you're dealing with stress, there is a solution. It's clinically shown. There's scientific validation behind every single ingredient and the formulation and why it's put together the way that it is. And you have a year to try it out to see if it works for you or not. So let me know if you're like, yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. Drop no-brainer in the comments if you see that. You have another option too. If you are looking at all of the things that we just talked about and you're like, this is a massive problem. I'm looking around and not only am I dealing with these things, or was I dealing with these things, everyone else around me is too. 80% of Americans are dealing with issues of being chronically stressed. It's a massive epidemic. It is the epidemic of the 21st century, and mental wellness is the solution, right? Mental wellness is the solution. And when there's a big problem, it means there's a big opportunity to do a lot of good and help a lot of people. So I want to talk to you about how to leverage timing and a truly unique, holistic approach to stand out, get people results, and build a solid income stream. Let me know if you're excited for that. All right. Okay. So again, more of the same will never, ever, 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 ever deliver a new outcome. Okay, old science and Me Too products are great. It's not to say that there aren't some amazing products out there, especially with network marketing companies, but they will continue to deliver the same result every single time. They might package it differently, call it something else, put a new label on it, but it's the same thing. It's the same science and it's the same approach, and it's never going to deliver a new result. You're going to have to work twice as hard to stand out in a saturated market. Anyone ever been a part of a company that was in a saturated market? I want you to drop saturated below if you're like, yes, been there. 1000% been there. It's freaking hard to differentiate yourself. You have to be a great marketer. And maybe you are a great marketer. Maybe you have potential to be a great marketer. But if you want to stand out in a saturated market, you have to be a very, very, very high level marketer in order to make that happen. And you aren't going to be able to provide a truly new experience for people. You're just giving them more of the same, right? You're just telling them, eat less, move more. Drink this protein shake and that's going to help, right? Use this certain essential oil and that's going to make a difference. Use this face cream, and that's going to, solve your problems. But you're not going to be able to provide a truly new experience for people and get new results for people if you're doing more of the same. Drop an agree in the comments if you're like, yes, I agree with that. And you're going to blend in with the masses. If you're doing what everybody else is doing, then you're just another one of the masses, right? You're going to blend in. You're not going to stand out unless you are in that top 1% of marketers, right? Unless you're a truly, truly great marketer, you're going to have a very, very difficult time standing out. Mental wellness is a multi-billion-dollar problem and growing. that no one is addressing from a holistic standpoint. We are a category creator with Amara. Okay, so no one is addressing this. There are people that are looking at weight loss. There are people that are looking at energy. There are people, I mean, the weight loss industry is just like, it is massively oversaturated, you know, or even nutrition and different things like that. Absolutely, there are people that are addressing all of those things, but no one is looking at mental wellness in a specific way, with a new approach, with this new science, and this paradigm shift that's happening in the scientific community right now. No one is addressing it. We are the only jet on the runway, right? Do you see where that could be kind of like a big deal? Drop a big deal in the comments if you're like, yeah, I could see where being the first and the only one talking about someone, or the one bringing a new approach to a problem that 80% of people have, could be valuable. That could be a benefit, right? So why this is important to you right now, again, timing is everything. Our mental wellness platform is growing fast, but hasn't hit the mass market yet. So with Amara, we are growing fast, but we have not hit the mass market yet. We are projected to do that in the next 6 months. And social media is changing quickly. You must stay on top of trends, or you will fall behind, okay? So this is the 4 stages of growth for any company, not just a network marketing company, not just Amara. This is the 4 stages of growth with a business. And what you see here is we are moving from that, where the little heart is, that is where we are. And we're moving out of that formulation and foundation into concentration and expansion. And again, we are looking at hitting critical mass, hitting the mass market in about 6 months from now. And what happens when you see that, you know, that growth curve, what happens when you hit the mass market? It's called critical mass. So there's just a massive flood of growth in a company and in a business. Again, this is how businesses grow. And that's kind of where we're at. So looking at this and knowing that you could align with a company that aligns with your beliefs, that solves a massive problem that there's a massive need for, and then also be able to get in and get started at a time that there is the opportunity to, you know, make massive amounts of money, life-changing amounts of money, just based off of, you know, where you position yourself, the timing of the company. Drop a timing in the comments if you know that timing matters, right? You know that this is a real thing. And that, yeah, stability and legacy within a company is awesome and great, and there are a lot of benefits to that. But where the millionaires are made, it's the people that got in during concentration and expansion, got to work, built their business, built a strong business during concentration and expansion. And then during momentum and explosive growth, that's where things took off, and they are the millionaires in the company now, right? It matters. Timing absolutely matters. And that is something that right now we have on our side, okay? So mission and timing, when you have the right offer, right? When you're talking about something new, when you're with a category creating company, when you are offering a solution that people are actively searching for, natural solutions for anxiety and depression, natural solutions for gut issues, how to heal leaky gut, all of these things. People are going into their Google search bar and looking for these specific answers to these specific problems that we address with this mental wellness platform. When that's what you're leading the conversation with, people lean in, right? They don't run away. They're not like, oh my God, she's trying to sell me another diet shake, or oh my gosh, another, you know, makeup line, or whatever. Like, that's more of the same. And not to say that it's not great and you're not passionate about it, but people run. Has anyone experienced that? Drop a run in the comments if you're like, yeah, that really happens. It 1000% happens. But when you have the right offer, people lean in. When you have a clear mission, people are attracted to you. When you have a niche, when you have a very clear mission that you're addressing and that you're dealing with, people are attracted to you. When you have a unique offer, then there is zero competition. Again, there is nobody out there doing what we're doing. We are the only gut-brain axis system on the market, period. Even in the nutraceutical world, there is no no system like the one that we have with the fundamentals pack that I showed you the clinical study on. And then every company has timing. When you join matters. It just flat out does, right? Again, drop a timing in the comments if you know that it matters. The people that are going to tell you that it doesn't matter are the ones that got in either after, if you're past the point of timing, if you're past that, then they're absolutely going to tell you that. Or, you know, the ones that got in before and they want to keep building and growing, right? Those are going to be the people that tell you that timing doesn't matter, but timing matters. Okay. So I want to give you a couple of quick success stories of individuals that hopped on board, joined this mental wellness movement, implemented the social media strategies that we teach on this team, that maybe you've watched another workshop in this group and you've seen exactly how we build, and that have seen massive results and massive success with their health and with their business. So this is Chandra. She says this company is so different because they're leading a movement with the mission of freeing people from mental health struggles. They encourage self-care first so that you can fulfill the calling that attracted you to the company. She was with another company before that encouraged sacrificing family for the sake of building empires, which she didn't agree with. And drop a me either in the comments if you're like, yeah, no, that's not cool. Don't sacrifice sleep to build your business. Don't, you know, like sacrifice your family and your and the people that matter to you the most in order to build a business. I don't believe in that, and that's not the core values of this team and this company. She was tired of working hard and feeling like she was begging people, knew there was a better way, and needed to join a team that had a more effective, fun, and fast system to plug into. The training and systems support and attract the right people who want this. She doesn't feel like she's an imposter anymore. All right. Oh, I think we missed one. Okay, so in addition to all of the really awesome stuff that you get with the mental wellness platform and from Amara, when you join this specific team, we also teach you how to build on social media. So again, myself and Rebecca, who's usually with me, she's on vacation this week, but we build 100% online. We use attraction marketing. We don't just use it for ourselves. We teach it to our teams. So you get our proven system, our proven social media system and course to plug into and go. So we teach you how to use 3 simple steps to enroll people into your business and double your income. Okay. So we teach you to attract, engage, and convert, and to seamlessly integrate Amara and the mental wellness platform into your current brand, social media platforms, profession, and life. So not the other way around. So you don't turn into a walking billboard. Right? So I'm going to just quickly go through our proven social media training. Module 1 is attract. So we teach you how to show up and post on social media with a proven posting formula. We give you our live video formula. We teach you how to create consistent and engaging content. You learn your unique voice and how to position yourself and tell your story on social media so people lean in. Okay? In module number 2, we teach you how to engage. So we give you our 7-step prospecting formula, our 6-step messenger conversation formula, how to move your prospects from messenger into groups, and then our 3-way Facebook chat blueprint and our ATM method scripts. So again, all the checklists, all the trainings, everything that you need to know how to engage with and build relationships with your social media following, with your friends list, with your Instagram, whatever platform that you're using. We teach you how to build relationships in a constructive and productive way. Okay, and then module number 3, we teach you how to help them evaluate what it is that you are partnered with. So how to evaluate this brand, this platform, and this community. So how to use proven groups to convert your prospects, and how to create your own groups that fit your style and your brand, if that is what you want to do. We teach you how to do that for yourself as well. All right, and then module number 4 is convert. We give you our customized funnel roadmap. So there's no fancy tech required, no ad budget required. It's a 3-part funnel for beginners and experts. And we are the only network marketing funnel that is duplicatable for all levels. Okay, So this is really, really, really the secret sauce when it comes to, being able to build that solid foundation and then scale your business. You need to have a system for that. And we teach you that with this funnel roadmap. All right, so this is Shannon, another testimony of somebody that's jumped on board and just had massive, massive results, implementing everything, just plugging into the system and going. So this is a picture of me doing my last event ever. I spent Valentine's Day at a spa sharing face products that nobody cared about, including me. I was attracted to this team, Amara and Attraction Marketing, because my goal was to share value, not spam, and make people feel awkward. I wanted to give people the tools to enhance their lives. I've enrolled over 100 people in 3 months online. Amazing, right? I want you to drop an amazing in the comments if you would love to have Shannon's results, right? You'd love to duplicate that, and it's possible. She plugged into the system and got to work, right? So here is what you're gonna get. If you looked at everything through this workshop and you know that this is for you, you know that mental wellness is a massive problem, right? Massive problem. And there's a massive opportunity to be able to do well and do good, right? To be able to help others, help them in a really meaningful way in their life, but also help yourself financially, help yourself, to be able to achieve your dreams and your goals, right? And you want to hop on board and you want to share this mission with others. What you're going to get when you partner with us is you're going to get a Facebook community for wellness partners with our exclusive social media training. So that training that I just walked you through, you get to immediately plug into that. You're going to get weekly coaching calls to give you step-by-step instructions to build your business. You're going to get access to the first ever mental wellness company before it hits the mass market. And you guys, we are predicted to be the next billion-dollar company. If you go into the units section of this group and watch the, it's a video with Rebecca and Craig Cushman, but he came over from, he was with Rodan and Fields, and then I believe with Avon on the corporate side, and came over to the wellness partner side. And he gives a great perspective on what can happen to your business if you're there and you're building a solid foundation before critical mass. He basically says your income will 10x. So if you are making $2,000 a month before critical mass, you're going to be making $20,000 a month. If you're making $5,000 a month, you're going to be making $50. If you're making $10,000 a month, you're going to be making $100. So pretty cool stuff. And he's seen it multiple different times on the corporate sides with other companies. And then you're also going to get the Amara back office and app, which is the best technology in the industry. All right, so bonuses that you're going to get, you're in addition to that social media training and the Amara platform, you are going to get our Instagram growth formula, our 7-day launch formula. So this is for fast starters. If you're ready to jump in and get going, you can just plug into that formula, and it teaches you how to make your first $1,000 in your first 30 days. Our monthly social media audits to help you evaluate your progress. Our Power Hour social media checklist, and then posting templates, and all of this, if we were to put a value on it, we put it at $10,000, and you get this for free just for joining as a wellness partner through this group, through this community. You get this for free, okay? So why Amara? Again, that mental wellness platform with zero competition, talking about something that matters, right? Helping people in a really meaningful way, in a new way, a way that hasn't been addressed yet. The only gut-brain access system on the market, so that fundamentals pack that I showed you the clinical study on, we're the only gut-brain access system on the market. This is getting to the root of this stress issue, of these gut issues, of these mental wellness and mental health issues, of inflammation, of leaky gut, all of these different things, right? This gets straight to the root of it and is a healing protocol to help with many of those things. Again, timing, great leadership from corporate down, great leadership, a debt-free company. We are funded by HipTran, so fully debt-free. So don't have to worry about that. We are estimated to hit the mass market in the next 6 months. I need to change this slide. And truly, you guys, this is where the millionaires are made. Timing matters. The people that say that timing don't matter are the ones that already got to take advantage of timing. And then core values: love, integrity, service, innovation, and humility. These are Amara's core values, and they take them unbelievably serious. So if those things matter to you, if love and leading with love, serving from your heart, if that matters to you, if integrity, if being a person of your word matters to you, service, innovation, humility, if those things matter to you, then this is for you. All right, so join with a launch pack. This is really the best value, especially if you're looking at this from the business opportunity. You get one of everything, two of a few. You get two of our flagship products of those fundamental systems, two reboots, which is our 3-day gut brain reset, and then one of all of the other products that we have on board right now. It's an awesome value at $750. That waives the wellness partner fee. So you get I think it's about a 60% discount on products plus that wellness partner fee waived for your first year. And you get all of that, again, with a 100% risk-free guarantee. So you have 30 days to decide if the trainings, you get the social media trainings, you get all of those checklists and worksheets and everything. You get 30 days to decide if you find value in it, if it's the right fit for you, if it's something that is what you're actually looking for. And if you get in and you're 30 days in and you decide, you know what, this isn't for me, send it back and you get a refund. You get a return. So there is literally no risk in jumping in and getting on board and getting all of those, which is unheard of to me, like completely unheard of, to get all of those bonuses, all of that training, all of those systems in addition to all of those products, right? And the platform and the programs and the people, all of it with a risk-free guarantee. All right. So to wrap this up, I want you to, again, close your eyes unless you're driving and imagine using your Facebook and Instagram to attract the right people for your product and business. I want you to imagine finally having the time and money to enjoy life. I want you to imagine never having to spam friends and family ever again. I want you to imagine creating a 5-figure monthly income in 1 year and changing your financial future forever. Okay? Imagine what that would feel like. Feel pretty awesome. So what I want you to do, if you are ready to hop on board or ready to get more information to evaluate if this is for you, I want you to drop a let's go in the comments and tag the person that invited you into this group. Okay? So let's go and tag the person that invited you to this group. They'll get into a messenger conversation with you and either get you the information that you need to get started so you can jump in and start healing your gut, rebalancing your gut-brain axis, feeling your best, and then sharing with others, or jump in and start taking this to the masses and building a massive business. So let's go. Tag the person that invited you in here. Thank you for being on with me today and enjoy your Labor Day weekend, guys.